the Heart Connection podcast, lovelies. This is a place to connect, to inspire, to heal, and to empower you to live a healthy, happy, and purposeful life from your heart. I'm Pavlina Jirushkova, your host. I'm an intuitive health and life coach, and I help women to connect to themselves, to step into their power and their purpose, and to heal from within. I believe that all issues we are experiencing in life, physical, mental, and emotional, arise from being disconnected from your heart, from your true self, and I'm going to help you to open your mind, to connect to your heart, and to heal from within. So let's dive right in. Hello and welcome to episode 18 of the Heart Connection podcast. I'm Pavlina, your host, and today we are going to talk about how to heal your eczema, how you can heal your eczema, because you can. You yourself are actually the only one who can heal yourself, who can heal your eczema or any other health issues you might be experiencing, because you are a sovereign being and you can heal yourself from the inside out. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. But before I get into today's topic, I just want to remind you that the waitlist to Conscious Healing Blueprint is still open. You can still sign up. Conscious Healing Blueprint is my new online program, which will be opening for enrollment soon. It's the next level online program for women with chronic health issues who are ready to transform their health and life from the inside out. So if that's something that you would like to work on, explore, would like to find out more about, you can listen to episode 16 where I talk about this more. But today I want to focus more about healing your eczema, which is part of it anyway, because a lot of my clients suffer from eczema, have suffered from eczema their whole life or a large part of their life, and it's been a struggle for them. And although I've talked about eczema and my own healing journey on this podcast a few times already, I wanted to dedicate today's podcast especially to eczema, because it's a topic that's really close to my heart, and I know how uncomfortable it is when you are struggling with eczema, when your eczema flares up, when it's been years, months, weeks, however long. It can be really uncomfortable. It's painful. It's itchy. It's a struggle, not only physically, but emotionally, mentally as well, because it affects you on all levels. And when you are experiencing an eczema flare-up, it's pretty much influencing your whole life. It's taking over your life because it's so uncomfortable, so itchy, so painful, and such a pain in the ass that you can't just concentrate on anything else. And it's not something I would wish upon anyone, but there are, believe it or not, there are upsides to having eczema as well, and I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. But first, I wanted to just take a breath. Today, as I'm recording this, it's the new moon. It's the 4th of November of the 11th of the month, and I'm just seeing it's 1444. So quarter to 3, and it's 4:11. In Europe, we say the day first and the month second. So 14:44, 4:11 on my computer right now. I love these synchronicities. I love angel numbers. And it's the new moon today. New moon in Scorpio. And although autumn is not my favorite part of the year, I can feel a new energy coming in today. New moon, new energy. It's a great time for setting intentions. And as we are coming towards the end of the year, towards the end of 2021, I've been pondering the question today, what I've been doing for myself, for my health this year, and what I want to do moving forward. And maybe that's something you can ask yourself as well. What have I been doing for myself and my health this year? What have I done? What have I achieved? What I want to do differently right now? And the intention I am setting this week, today, going forward for this month, is to focus on what is, not to focus on what isn't, or what I should do, what I could do, what I want to do, but focusing on what is right now, not what isn't, what I have, not what I don't have, who I am, not who I'm not. So focusing on the present, on here and now, who I am, what I have, what is. That is my intention for this month. You may want to set your intention today, this week as well, because it's really powerful to set intentions. When we live our life intentionally, it can greatly influence the outcomes, our life, our future. It's something I wanted to share to start with. And moving on to today's topic, how to heal your eczema. I mentioned that there might be an upside to having eczema or any other health issues, any other symptoms as well. But like I said, today I want to talk about eczema specifically. And that being said, how uncomfortable it can be, how annoying it can be, how painful it can be. There is a reason for that. And the reason is that your eczema is trying to get your attention. Not in a bad way, because your body, when your eczema flares up, your body is showing you that it needs your attention. It wants to bring your attention to something you're not seeing. So your eczema can act as a sort of a guidance system. And before I get more into this, I want to share with you a channeled message that came through just before I started recording this. So here it is. Your eczema is your compass. It's your inner guidance system. It is showing you the way to yourself, to your heart, to source, to your innermost self, through the fog of the mind, through the veil of conditioning, bubbling up to the surface are your insides. Your emotions are bubbling up. Your thoughts and beliefs are marking your skin. Your hurts and scars and battle wounds, they are showing up to be healed. They are telling a story. They are writing the book of your life. You can read it by touching it. The story is written on your skin like braille letters. Connect with the message. It's not enough to look at it. Your eyes are blind. They don't see the truth. Read it with your heart, because deep down, you know all the answers. Open your heart and feel. Your heart is showing you the way. Your body is showing you the way. Your skin is showing you the way. It's a map of you. It's a map to you. You are the map and the compass. You know the way. Let your skin guide you. Let your heart guide you. You know the truth. So what this is telling you essentially is what I touched upon before I shared the channeled message, that your symptoms, so your dry skin, your flare-ups, your cracked skin, the itchiness, any symptoms associated, related to your eczema are just wanting to grab your attention so you could see what you are not seeing, that you give it attention and start asking what's going on inside. What is going on inside of me? What am I not seeing? What am I not hearing? What I'm not aware of? Because ultimately, no matter what the symptoms are, physical, mental, or emotional, they are always related to something that's happening inside of you. And your eczema is really not the enemy, as many of us see it, because we know what a pain in the ass it can be, how uncomfortable it can be, how painful, all I mentioned before. It's really like the message said, it's a compass for you. It's your inner guidance system. It's a barometer. It's showing you the way. It's showing you the way towards yourself, towards source, towards alignment with yourself, with your highest self, with your soul, with source. And if you've never listened to any of my podcast episodes before, this might sound a little bit out there, maybe for you. Maybe a little bit too woo-woo, too spiritual, whatever. But believe me, I've been there. I struggled with eczema my whole life, and I've had many times in my life where it was really, really painful. I've had eczema all over my body, and believe me, I tried everything. I tried every possible solution out there. I tried all the creams, all the diets, everything, different therapies, everything. If there is something that was once suggested as the cure for eczema, side note, doctors will tell you there is no cure for eczema, you can just manage the symptoms, but it's not true. If you live in alignment with yourself, with your highest self, then your eczema will go away ultimately. The solution is to go within and start working on uncovering and unblocking everything that's not in alignment with your highest self, which can be years and years of limiting beliefs, conditioning, unprocessed emotions, and so on and so on. And it can be a long journey because a lot of us have had eczema our whole life, and there is no easy way how to do this, and it can be a lifelong journey. But the good news is that once you start going in, once you start uncovering the underlying issues, once you start releasing the blocks, the conditioning, the limiting beliefs, the unprocessed emotions, the blocked emotions, the stress and everything, the traumas, everything that might have contributed to your eczema, you will become more and more yourself, because this is the way. This is what ultimately you came here to do, to connect back to yourself, to grow, to expand, to get to know yourself better, to help to heal not only yourself and maybe years and years and lifetimes of pain and suffering and conditioning, but also maybe you came here to heal your whole family, your ancestors, your whole community, and maybe even not maybe, I know this to be true, by healing yourself, you are helping to heal humanity, and you are helping to up-level energy on this planet and helping others to heal as well. And that's not something that I just pulled out of my sleeve. That's something that I've been working on for years as well. And these are messages that have come through over the years for me and many of my clients as well. And ultimately, really, by understanding why we are suffering, we can get to know ourselves better, and we get to heal ourselves and come closer to our highest self, our soul, to source, to God, to everything there is. And trust me, when I first started this journey years ago, I wasn't a spiritual person. I wasn't a religious person. My upbringing was atheist, I never really believed into anything, although I thought that there is more to life than I was taught. But ultimately, where this journey has brought me, and if you've been called to listen to this is probably where you are being guided as well, to understand why you're experiencing your physical symptoms, but also why you have been experiencing many other things, physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, and so on. And this is a journey you are invited to go on with me, with where your eczema is guiding you. And I'm perhaps maybe someone who will open your eyes and let you see what your eczema is showing you. And this is something that I am teaching my clients, and I would like to teach those who are called to sign up for Conscious Healing Blueprint, because this is where you will learn not how I can fix you or save you or heal you, but I don't want you to give away your power. That's something I've learned over the years, and I mentioned this in the beginning, ultimately, the only one who can heal yourself is you. And it's not always easy to understand this. It's not always easy to come to terms with it, because most of us in the Western world have been taught or have been relying on other people helping us, healing us, saving us. We've been giving our power away, but that's not how it's supposed to be. And the new paradigm of conscious healing means ultimately that you have to choose to become your own conscious healer, and to know that you are the only one who can heal yourself, and to trust that you can heal yourself. Take the responsibility for yourself and your healing, and be grateful. Be grateful that your body is showing you the way, because you are ready. You are ready to step up. You are ready to step into your power and really become your own healer. And learn to understand what your body is telling you with your eczema, with your symptoms. What is it telling you? Where the root causes are for you specifically? And start connecting to your true self, to your highest self, to your inner voice, to your soul, and understand that if you not living in alignment with your highest self, your body will show you. That's ultimately the most important message, that if you're not living in alignment with your highest self, with your soul, your body will show you. This is one of the ways how our bodies, our souls are communicating with us. And if you've suffered from eczema for a long time, it is your path, your journey towards yourself. Your eczema is showing you the way towards yourself. And every time your eczema will flare up, you will know you're not in alignment with yourself, and it may be showing differently each time. It may not be just your eczema, it may manifest in different ways as well. Maybe with other symptoms, it may be emotional. Every time you are too stressed, or you have been stressed for a long time, you are experiencing chronic stress, you start seeing that your eczema will flare up, or when you're experiencing heightened emotions that you haven't been processing, when you've been living in your conditioned mind, in limiting beliefs and mind patterns that haven't been serving you, and you are living unconsciously and let your limiting beliefs and your mind patterns control your life, then your eczema may flare up again. And over time, you will understand that your body is really just showing you the way. And when your eczema flares up, it's a message to look within, to look at your life, to look at what's going on in your life, what's happening in your life, and what you are not being conscious of, what you are not being aware of. And by following the guidance, by addressing whatever the issue is in your life in that particular time, then over time, but by addressing these issues, by processing the unprocessed emotions, by unblocking the emotional blocks, the energetic blocks, the limiting beliefs and the mind patterns, the chronic stress, by addressing all these things and releasing them and healing them, then you will ultimately heal your eczema as well. And this will be a journey. It's not something you can do overnight or in a week or two. That will possibly take months or even longer. But you probably haven't developed your eczema overnight or in a few weeks. It was probably a long journey, and you might have to go deep. You might need to go into your childhood. You might need to go even into your ancestral lineage. You might have to go into past lives. You might have to go on the soul level and in the subconscious level, and to uncover unprocessed emotions and traumas and so on. But first, what's necessary is to become aware, acknowledge that really the symptoms you are experiencing, your eczema, your skin issues, or anything that's accompanying the eczema, any other physical, mental, emotional issues, that this is really just showing you the way. And what I address with clients is to not only understanding the symptoms, but going into addressing things that they may have been neglecting or they have not perhaps been aware of, including self-love, because often people with eczema struggle to love themselves, love their bodies, because it feels like, not just with eczema, with any other physical health issues, it often feels like you can't trust your body and you can't trust yourself, because when you're not aware of what's going on, you might feel like you can't trust your body, you can't rely on your body because your body has betrayed you. It may feel like your body has betrayed you, and you might feel all different kinds of negative emotions towards your body, towards yourself, and it might go really deep into your childhood and maybe even deeper. But that's something you definitely need to address and work on when healing your eczema as well, the relationship to yourself, to your body, if you're trusting yourself, if you're judging yourself, and so on. And maybe you need to work on forgiveness, forgiving not just yourself, but others as well that may have contributed to the life you are living, that may have contributed to your limiting beliefs and to things that you're not happy about, that you're not loving about yourself, your life, your work, your relationships, and so on. So there might be a lot of things that need to be addressed. And the root causes may be different for each and every one of you, but it's something you definitely need to work on and uncover. And you can start by asking yourself, asking your inner voice, what do I need today? What do I need to understand? Why is my eczema flaring up? Why do I feel like this? What is my body telling me? And so on and so on. There's some of the questions you can start asking. And you can also ask yourself, how can I love myself more? How can I love my body more? What do I need to understand? What am I not seeing? And there's different ways how you can work through the things that come up. There might be all different kinds of things. It usually are related to some limiting beliefs you have, some negative mind patterns you have from the past, some, like I mentioned, unprocessed emotions that will create blocks in your subconscious, in your energetic body, and that get triggered when things are happening in your life. And it is really necessary to address these things and work through them. And this is what we will work on in Conscious Healing Blueprint, the 3-month online program I will be running soon. Like I mentioned in the beginning, the waitlist is now open, and enrollment will be opening next month, most probably. And if you would like to find out more, and not just about Conscious Healing Blueprint, but also about how you can enroll, what it's going to include, what's going to be included in the program, and how you can sign up, then definitely sign up for the waitlist. And like I mentioned, you can go back to episode 16 where I talk about the new paradigm of conscious healing and the Conscious Healing Blueprint. It's a program that's suited not only for women with eczema, but with any other chronic health issues who are overwhelmed and who are stressed and sick and who are ready to really step into their power and take responsibility for their health and life, and who want to consciously heal themselves, who want to understand their health issues, who want to work through whatever is causing their eczema or any other chronic health issues, autoimmune disease, chronic pain, whatever it might be for you. But if you don't want to live like this anymore, if you don't want your chronic health issues to control your life, and you are ready to really take responsibility, step into your power, and consciously heal yourself on all levels, then the program is for you, and places will be limited. So if you want to find out when the enrollment opens, then get on the wait list, because that's the easiest way how to find out when it does. So I will include a link in the show notes for those of you who would like to get on the wait list and who would like to go on this journey with me. It will be a small container, and it will be a combination of self-study by me guiding you, and also there will be a community as part of the program as well. There will be calls where you can ask questions, and I will answer them, and we will address anything that needs to be addressed together. But the main part will be that you need to work on healing yourself by yourself, with my help, of course. But like I said, it's necessary that you take responsibility and become your own conscious healer. And I will guide you step by step how you can do that, by addressing the underlying causes, by consciously releasing and healing them, by focusing on all the things I talked about, on self-love and forgiveness and trust, and connecting to, most importantly, connecting to yourself, to your highest self, to your inner voice, and letting your highest self, your inner voice, your soul, source, God, universe, guide you towards your healing and supporting you on your healing journey together with me. And doing this requires your conscious, deliberate participation. Okay, I think that's all that wanted to come through today. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions about healing your eczema, anything I mentioned today, or if you have any questions about a conscious healing blueprint, please get in touch. I will answer any questions, and I would love to hear if this resonated with you, how it was helpful for you. So please do let me know, either on Instagram or send me an email. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed to the podcast, please do. And if you feel inspired, rate and review. That would mean a lot to me, and it would be a great way for the podcast to get to all those people who need to hear this. So thanks again. So happy you were listening. So happy you are here. And thank you so much from my heart to yours, sending you so much love. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.